Hey guys, how you doing again? Here we are with another stock market update. So what happened today? It was a yuck mouth, right? So the stock went up, went down, very volatile. But good news is here, folks, because we are in a bearish rectangle. Now, I think we're going to do this, but potentially we can do that. So there will be a decision made pretty soon. The stocks cannot stay in this one area because market makers, they like to play their games, but traders will play their games too and will not buy options. And when they're not buying options, they're not making money. So we'll see something happen tomorrow. More news. I mean, there's a bomb of news coming tomorrow, guys. So I think we're going to see an aggressive move tomorrow. I mean, let's start here with the news. So Alexandra is telling us stock market news live updates, right? Stock closes higher after a volatile session. Usually they close lower, but you saw that we went up and down, and they're telling us, hey, Fed Reserve is going to keep their December policies. So Jerome Powell said he's not changing the course as he has been saying. He says he's relying on the data. Remember that, relying on the data. Until he sees inflation coming down, he's going to keep raising hikes, and we're going to continue to see stock market go down. But for now, market makers are playing their games, and we will play ours. So for the news tomorrow, we will have employment reports, initial jobs claims, continuing jobs claims, and trade deficit. And then, of course, at 9:45, we'll have S&P U.S. Services, the PMI final, which is not a big deal. But jobless claims they're looking for a higher number because that will show them that inflation is on its way down. Let's see what happens, because when jobless claims stays down, people rally in the market. They think, hey, everything's great. We have a healthy market, but they forget that we still have inflation. So if it's a good number, meaning that it didn't go up, then you might see a rally up. But if it did go up, you might see a rally down. Who knows? All right, let's go to the charts and see what we got going on, guys. So you can see from my previous video, okay, if you guys are playing on the 1 and 5 minute, be careful because you are playing against machines, okay? This is why I've recommended that you go onto the 1 hour, maybe even the 4 hour interval, so that you are not juked out, because that's what's happening here and there. And you remember from previous video, if you don't have the trend, okay, because your trend is your friend until the end. So if you didn't have an entry because you didn't get a bounce from resistance, okay, like here today we had another one, you could have drew a trend up here, right? But we've had this trend here, and we've popped up a few times. So for now, as far as I'm concerned, I do not have an entry. The market is too volatile, so you guys be careful with this, okay? If you're playing on the 1 and 5, I'm assuming that you are a veteran trader and you're doing well. But if you are not, I'm going to recommend you guys come over to the Bullring Academy. So go to the Bullring Academy teachable.com. I'm going to leave you guys a link down below, and you'll see we have courses, beginner trading courses, novice trading courses, and I also have a coach's daily stock watch list. Guys, these are 25% off. If you're struggling, you're losing money, and you're tired of it, come take a course. You can't beat it. For $75, you will learn things you've never learned before. It happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people. Learn your technical analysis, understand how news is going to affect the price, and know when to go in and out. It's super important. So take advantage of this. All right, and back to the charts. And before I go forward, do me a favor. If you're finding value in these videos, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with family and friends. Also, send them the links if they're interested in learning how to trade. One of the things that I recommend is you paper trade 100 times. And then after your paper trading, I also recommend you paper trade on TradingView, and I have a course for that. You can see here I have 101 trades. They're all paper. I'm just testing strategies. As the market continues to be volatile, I continue to test different things, and you can see up here with my account balance, things are going well. The strategies are going well. I don't test strategies with my own money. I test it on paper first. So this is one of the things that you're going to benefit and get from the course, guys. So don't forget, paper trade before you use your own money. All right, one of the things I want to show you guys real quick with a lot of these stocks, guys, this is why I recommend my swing list, because a lot of these stocks, you're going to start seeing a trend. So it doesn't matter what you play. If you're playing SPX, you can see here the trend was at some point headed down into a wedge. If I come over to SPY, SPY is doing the very same exact thing. So if you're playing SPY, you're playing SPX, right? You're looking at kind of the same patterns. Okay. If I come over to Apple, Apple looks just like SPY. So don't get caught up with playing everything, because all of these are affecting the SPX and the SPY. Okay. Same thing here with Amazon. If you see, okay, at the end of the day, had a nice little downtrend. Okay. So be careful if you think that one is better than the other. They're all affecting each other. This is why you should be scanning for other stocks so you understand what is swinging, what's going up when the market is going down. And this is what I've recommended, that stock watch list I send out every single day, guys. And what I do is I come over here and I play with the screener all day, all night. I do all the heavy lifting for you, and I send you out a list that's going to help you win in the next 3 days. So again, if you're interested, guys, go to the Bullring Academy and take advantage of trades that are not volatile. All right, here we go. Another thing. So if you are playing SPY and you do insist on playing it on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute, because you feel you've had enough practice, that's fine. Remember, during the day when the stock market opens up, draw your trend, guys. Don't just sit there and watch the stock. Understand where it's having resistance like we did here, but also open up your indicator, the PCC, so you can understand when the PCC is going up. What does that mean? That means a lot of people are buying puts. So at some point, the stock will start rising in price because it's just too many puts, and market makers are not going to pay for those puts. Now, you'll see as the indicator goes down, that is your bullish sign, and that's when you'll see the stock coming up. Okay. So understand this indicator going up is a lot of puts. Going down, we're buying a lot of calls. Now, if you wanted to match your actual price because you say, well, that's kind of backwards, you can invert the actual chart on TradingView, and this way it matches your price action. So you know if this price is going down, that means the price is actually going down. So it's up to you if you want to invert it. Whichever one works for you. This is covered in the course as well. Now, another thing to watch, guys, is we talked about the dollar. Okay, the dollar has a really nice trend that's worrying a lot of people. I mean, it hasn't broken this line here, and look at that on the 5 minute, it's staying strong. So that's another indicator as well. When the dollar goes up, the market will fall. So you can place this on the 1 minute, you can place it on the 5 minute. I know some people like to play the 3 minute. It's up to you, but this will tell you what's going on. So use your indicators. If you're not certain how to do this and you want to learn how to open up TradingView, how to download it, how to set it up, all that good stuff, and how to get a broker, link below, guys. 25% off. You can't beat it. $75 is way cheaper than losing $1,000. And let me tell you, I have a few emails I could share with you, but I don't want to embarrass the people who already went through it. So don't go through it. All right, last but not least, I'm going to leave you guys with a very bullish trade that I've been watching. And tomorrow I will be entering Ulta, and I'm going to show you the things I look for. So if you want to make money, stop chasing SPY every day, because it's going to kick your butt if you don't know how to trade. So if you look at Ulta on the daily, there's a few indicators I look for, right? So I have my Heikin Ashi Smooth that tells me to sell it or to buy it, okay? Then I have a few lines in here that tell me if the trend is strong or if it's getting weak. So all three lines you see for right now, we have the stock is above all three of my moving averages here. So it's very, very bullish and still headed up. I started paper trading. You see where that's at for the paper trade. So once I get to this level, I say to myself, I'm going in. Now, here's another thing to look at, the MACD, okay? So the MACD has flipped on the daily and it's headed up. On the weekly, it already did it as well. So that means it's done it twice. So you saw the pullback, okay? Saw a pullback here, bounce, and it's still going. So if we come over and look at our, let me add my RSI, not sure why it's not here. So if you don't have the RSI, relative strength index, okay, add that. That'll tell you how strong the trades are. And you can see relative strength index, okay, has already gone past my 50-day moving average here. And now we're headed up and we still got a lot of room to go here. Okay, on the weekly, a lot of room left to go. So this is a very bullish trade to me. Now, what am I going to do tomorrow? Very simple, okay? I am going to wait and I'm going to pretend like today is tomorrow. What I do at the beginning, I wait for 1 hour, minimum half an hour, okay? So then I'll just draw my resistance and support box, okay? So if this was today, the beginning, I would have waited at least half an hour. This is 9:30, and you can see we had resistance there and then support down here. And I just draw this little box, okay? And I just wait. And when it pops out of the box, I jump in, okay? And then I turn on my indicators. And one of the indicators that I love very much, I'm going to show you here in a sec. And I'm going to turn off the other two. Is this nice little blue line here, okay? If it stays above the blue line, now let me make this line a little bit more visible for you so you understand what to do when this happens. Okay, so this is the 50-day moving average, okay? As long as the trade is staying above, I'm okay. I'll stay in the trade. So tomorrow, this is what I'm going to do. The first 30 minutes, I'm going to draw my box. And as soon as I get the first candle that pops out of that box after the resistance happened here, and the worst part for the trade, not me, because I'm going to win, is if I get a buy signal. So I got a buy signal there. I'm above the 50-day. The MACD is crossing. I got my RSI on my side, okay? And ATR doesn't count in this situation, but you can use it for other stuff. I have that in my course as well. It teaches you how to get in and out. But if you see this, guys, okay, you'll understand how to get in and out of a trade if you're going to day trade. Now, remember, okay, I'm jumping into the trade here, and I've been above the 50 this whole time, but I'm not going to do it. Why? Because I'm going to stay consistent with my steps. And here's my steps, okay? I see it going up. It hit resistance. It came back down. And I look for it to test, okay? Now, it didn't test. It just came on through. But then I want to see it come back down and hit that previous resistance and continue up. That tells you this is very bullish. So you can jump in here and then set a stop loss right under it. So I give you an example. So the entry point would have been 477.90. Look at the previous candle right next to it. Let me highlight this for you guys. Make it a little easier, help you out. Okay, so 477.90 is where I'm going to jump in. But I look at the previous candle had support at 477.46. This is where I'm going to set my stop loss. So if it does come back down, then I want it to stop me out here because I know This was support and potentially is not going to make it down because it already had support here. So I might even move this down a little bit past support to give it a little bit of breathing room. So these are some of the things that you guys can learn in the course if you want to learn a little bit more about trading. Okay, don't get caught up with the hype. Everything's going down. We're going to be millionaires. It doesn't happen like that. You need steps. You need to learn steps. You need to learn tools and entry points. And you can see here, had you entered here, it was a very nice run up. Okay, and if you're playing options, it would have been a very, very nice day. So I hope this helps, guys. Don't forget, I have the links below, and don't forget to hit the like button. I really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next video.